You need to increase your training volume when you are no longer adapting to your training, in the sense that you haven't been building muscle, you haven't been building strength, and you've also noticed that you're pretty fresh. You know, you don't have much muscle soreness, you don't feel like you're very fatigued after your workout, you're recovering just fine, and you feel like you could do more. That's a sign that you would increase training volume. So if you're doing, let's say, 15 sets per week for your chest, and you're recovering fine, you don't have any muscle soreness, you've been doing this level of volume for a good period of time and you feel like you could do more, that would be an indication of increasing volume. If you've already got a considerable amount of muscle soreness and you're finding it difficult to recover from training, very clearly that wouldn't be an indicator of increasing training volume. And generally I would encourage people to take multiple months before making these types of decisions. Especially if you haven't had any consistent level of training volume in the past, in that you don't really know, you haven't counted your sets, you don't know what you're able to do, then I would try to be consistent for a period of time, see how you respond to it over a 4 to 8 week training block, and modify from there. Okay, don't make massive changes, don't go from 15 to 30 sets per week for a given muscle group, but if you stay consistent for 4 to 8 weeks at a given level of training volume, you'll be able to get an idea of how your body responds to that, and then you can make changes from there if required. Generally, you're going to make fairly infrequent changes to your volume in terms of increasing it over time. So it's not like every 3 months you're doing 2 more sets per muscle group. You'd eventually end up at 200 sets over the years. Realistically, what's probably better is that you have periods where volume is slightly higher and periods where it's slightly lower, maybe emphasizing different muscle groups in each training block. That's probably the best way of going about things.